Hello and welcome to IFAR. Frick. Crap! No, not IFAR. I've been doing so many IFAR broadcasts. Alright, give me a break. Welcome to NARL! We're doing NARL, not IFAR. IFAR is tomorrow. They're going to Coronado. But tonight, we're doing IFAR. Or no, I did it again! Alright, we're doing NARL at Kansas. NARL at Kansas. Okay. Wow, I'm having a terrible start to the broadcast. Alright. So, solo on this one. I don't think anyone else, no one else told me they wanted to join, so yep, there's that. Might have someone die in the middle of a race like trucks or something. Might have someone join. Everyone's currently doing their qualifying at the moment. I did have to go through and redo literally everything. With the shout out to Kris Startlemire for getting everything kind of fixed up and put together for us, and that is actually not the practice orders, that's the qualifying order.
It depends. If it takes you an hour to restart your computer, then I'm going to say yes. If it takes 2 hours, no. Well, we have the 5 minutes of happy hour, so now seems as good a time as any.
Here's someone maybe having some technical issues. Just heard that from Jamison. But other than that, yeah, we got about a 24-ish car grid, give or take. I think we got a few more than that. I think I got everyone set and ready to go, but kind of doing with a new ticker. You might have noticed this from the nurse car broadcast I did back in season whatever the heck that was. Main reason for the change is because so I could just kind of quickly move everything over to make more room on the pylon for basically the scoring. That way we know who's where and who, you know, all that stuff. So we have all that jazz covered and whatnot. So other than that, we are geared up here for happy hour. We'll have a few kinks probably just to kind of get through and manage. That's alright. I've already lost my English, but Gino Bononi going to start on the pole tonight. Again, 25 cars are qualified. I believe we'll have a slightly larger grid than that. If that is a problem with my ticker, I'll just fix it. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to note. Let's see how much, see some of our logistics here. So we got 54 laps tonight, which I'm not going to lie, is a little short, or shorter than what I was expecting. I've been used to so many longer races. But I wouldn't say pressure, but it's you know, shorter races, nothing longer, nothing wrong with that, especially for NARL. You know, get big fields like this, just kind of, you know, make it a bit more of a sprint. But projected lap is about 33 on a tank of fuel. So yeah, there's going to be some interesting stuff for this race. Someone is glitching so terribly on pit road. It is miraculous they're still in the server. Oh, I forgot my camera was still there. But yes, Kansas Speedway, not... I thought that'd be funny. That first bit. If you thought that was funny, good. If not, wham, I'm gonna cry about it. But yes, this is the land of the flat, I guess. Kansas. They say it's the land of the flat. The track itself is not. It's actually a very interesting circuit. One of the usual suspects of cookie cutters when it comes to just straight up you know, oval racing. So I expect something to the norms of that. Make sure everything's running good. And while we're sitting here, I got the NARL standings here for you guys. After Phoenix, I was not able to broadcast that due to work, and I won't be here next week due to the same reason. However, I've been throwing my hat in the ring for some other places that may lead me to having some better hours, so I might be able to go back to full-time broadcasting for NARL. IFAR, I mean, basically full-time at this point, aside from when I have to host a server. But that is A-okay. This is just a hobby, nothing too crazy serious. But Alexander Gonzalez Green, currently with the points lead with 47. Now keep in mind, NARL does have a drop race point system, so there's going to be times in between where these points are going to change. It's going to be a little different. He's going to lead with 47 over Thomas Troxel. Third in the standings right now, Harry Crawford. Gino Bononi, is our pole sitter tonight, he's going to be 4th in the standings. Daniel Rivera has been very consistent as of late, currently 5th on the standings. TalhaDevYT currently 6th on standings. William Viola sitting there in 7th. Cameron Jamison, top 10 in the standings, currently rolling in 8th, 87 back from the points leader. Landon Lyle there in 9th. Jelani Howell in 10th. Reese Winter, currently the Rookie of the Season leader, currently 94 back from the leader in the standings. Jarrett Grava, 100 points back, tied with Niall Gallagher. They're in 13th. Sorry, Neil Gallagher. Then Garson Muyung, Roman Gonzalez, and Joshua Clemens. Alexander Brown had a good run at Phoenix. I can't remember where he finished though. And then Dunn LaPrade, very consistent, hasn't done all the races. Denner Rodriguez, he has shown some speed at these cookie cutters, so keep an eye on him tonight. Currently 137 back from the leader. And then Carl Childress currently rounding out our top 20 in the standings. As we got the full timing sheet here, it shows fastest cars and happier at the moment. I do not believe we have more than 30. We don't, not even close. I think we have like maybe 26. Maybe, at most. Unless for some godforsaken reason I decide to race. Which I'm not going to. I haven't done that since season 12. Season 18 already. That's crazy to me. But pretty much just letting these guys get through the rest of their happy hour. There's actually not a lot left. They're currently just practicing their pit stops and all that, making sure they're good and ready to go. Gino Bononi has shown some speed, especially at these cookie cutters. He's going to be one to watch. A lot of quick guys here. In these cookie cutter tracks, there's a lot of different ways you can go about them. Very easy to make, or I say easy to make mistakes, easy to kind of get out of your rhythm, kind of take yourself out of contention if you aren't careful. So very, very important to get a little extra practice if you need it. And if you don't need it, then well, I guess drink you a beer, get ready to go racing. I was joking about the beer part. That was a joke.
It is race time, so rules for the race are if there's a wreck on the first lap, we'll do a restart. If there's another wreck, maybe. And when we are about to go green from a caution, I'll call quiet zone where nobody can type in chat, and I'll call control where it's up to the leader to type green into chat before he crosses the start-finish line.
Right.
It's going to be 54 laps. Your tires are going to burn, so be careful. Good luck.
Good man. Tires gonna feel like the pits of hell after this one. I'm trying to make sure my lap counter is all like not jank. This is a whole like new setup. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, that works. Here they go. 20. Let me make sure Tate isn't here. I see Tate. There he is. There's Tate Dorsey. 26 on the grid for tonight. TalhaDevYT on the outside. Pole. Alexander Gonzalez Green. Stephen Gibson. Harry Crawford rounding out the top 5 for your starting grid for tonight's event. Pace car taking that left turn here at Kansas Motor Speedway to get this thing on the road. If we have a restart, I guess we'll have a restart. But regardless, green flag in the air here at Kansas Motor Speedway.
We're going to do a restart.
Dang it! I'll let y'all see the carnage. Oh my gosh. Oh! They're dead! Oh! Daniel Silla! Oh, Daniel Silla jump scare. Oh, man. Well, hopefully that's our last restart. Please tell me someone got that. No, these race restarts.
People have crashed because of that, so we're going to go back to happy hour for a little bit while they get back into the game, and then we go.
Dang. Alright. That was catastrophic. Holy, man. That was just absolutely cataclysmic. Oh, let me get my camera together. Daggone, man. Like, holy moly. I mean, everyone just... That's crazy that people's games... I mean, I say that. It's NR2003. Not too crazy hard for your game to crash like that, but...
Okay, I believe we have everyone back now, so now we go to race.
Daggone, man.
Unless we have a total disaster of a wreck,
Drivers,
then
to your cars.
From here out will be a caution.
Try this again. I don't even know who wrecked the first time. I mean, it didn't really matter at this point, considering that we had an insane wreck happen off of turn 4, just with people trying to get back going and back in the thing. Why is there... That's disgusting. Alright. Back to business here. The pace car is white. I do not know why. So yeah, let's see who we got behind top 5. Looks like someone's taking their sweet time there. So NARL starting 6th, 7th is going to be William Viola. 8th place starting going to be Colton Kalovich. 9th place starting Thomas Troxel. And rounding out your top 10 on the starting grid is going to be... I'm dead almost said Joshua Clemens because they have the same paint scheme, but that is Cameron McElreath in the 25. I almost got fooled. Alright, let's try it again. 54 laps, 33 laps on a tank. Whole lot of racetrack, maybe not so much patience. I mean, proof's in the pudding. Patience is a virtue that not all of these drivers have. But regardless, we're going to try it again here. Pace car going to take that left turn once again. Gino Bononi, TalhaDevYT. They coming down to the front straightaway, and green flag is back in the air here at Kansas. I can say that because you know, we already had a restart. Lap 1 has been completed. Gino Bononi scored as your leader, but challenging for that top spot. TalhaDevYT on the bottom lane in turn 1, now exiting turn 2. Side by side, Steven Gibson with a run in third. It's all about how you want to place yourself for this run. Unless there's a bunch of cautions, and none of that matters. But if there isn't, this is going to come down to just how you manage your race. Picking your battles and not overdriving the car. And I've said it before, Gino is a madman when it comes to tire management. I'm very curious to see how his run will go. Single file all the way back to Landon Lyle and William Viola. Potentially almost 3 wide there, but Thomas Troxel has a run on that 77 car. He's going to go for it. Colton Kalovich on the top side, holding firm. Oh, the 77 got a little too close to the 42 in the entry of 1. He's had to check up. That's going to allow Colton Kalovich to get by and potentially Daniel Silla in the 51. And that will be the case, as this top half of the field is mostly starting to kind of single file out. But Landon Lyle, he is going on the aggressive side of things. He wants that track position, wants to be as close up to the leader as he can with this run, because draft is a factor. And if you're just running by yourself, you're not exactly going to be able to have as much speed as the guy ahead, unless you're somehow an absolute beast at saving your tires. Which I did hear Cameron Jamison talking about tire. I think it's going to be tire heat that's really going to be a factor of this race. Tire wear, I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Oh, that's a pace car. William Billy going to try again on Daniel Silla. Didn't quite make the corner there. Speaking of Cameron Jamison, he's currently running in 12th place. He's running his own race. Jarrett Grava getting around the 25 of Cameron McElreath. Right behind that, the 65, that is Wesley Abston. Come solid start to his race. 77 going to try it again on the inside of the 51. And he's going to clear off 2. He will take that spot. I believe that was 9th place. Again, not much changing up front. Gino kind of taking a bit of a pull here. Usually the leader controls the pace, but I think Talha, well, some of these guys aren't pushing as hard. I think Gibson really, kind of the guy I'm seeing, is kind of just pulling the train along, if you will. Just trying to manage his tires but not lose this main group of guys. Keep them in eyes reach, and the caution is out.
Speed is 55.
Landon Lyle in the wall off of turn 2. Heavy damage to the rear end of that 42 machine.
Pits are closed.
Well, let's go to replay. Yeah, it looks like here, I think Thomas Trox was kind of digging a little too deep. Nowhere for Kalovich to go. Landon Lyle right in the wall, along with Kalovich and Troxel. Just early mistake in this race. Really be a disadvantage for this 42, especially with how hard they hit. They might still be competitive, but that car, that rear end, is not going to be happy for the remainder of this race. I can tell you that much. My question here is, do you pit? We've run about 9 laps. Dang, it's already been 9 laps? Shoot, okay. Yeah, this thing's flying by. But, I say that, it's like lap 10 of 54, but... Yeah, I would say pit, if it were me. Because you got 33 laps on the tank, you can extend it to lap 42 out of 54. With the fuel, I'm not sure how bad tires are going to be. I didn't do any practice. I usually don't. So I imagine most everyone's going to pit here. You might have a few guys try to play some gambles, but I really don't see it being worth it this far into the run. And nobody's staying out. So everybody coming in, I think everybody's going to take 4 tires and gas. You may see somebody go with a 2-tire gamble. But again, I don't really see it being worth it all in all. So, there's that. Yeah, Colton Kalovich, see him, he's got a tire down, so his pit stop's going to be a little longer. Obviously, Landon Lyle with his damage as well. Tate Dorsey first out, but he was also the first in. Gina Bononi holds the lead. AGG, I believe, has taken 3rd place from Steven Gibson.
If it's for debris, then getting a going to pitch and clear it.
Scubb's a bit of a slow stop.
96 at the back of the field.
And Tate Dorsey with a EOLL. Well,
53 to the back of the field.
Yeah, Alexander Brown with a EOLL as well. He's stopped in the grass. I think he has something going on. Regardless, we'll see how he does. But yeah, Landon Lyle, that rear end is they've taken part of that bumper off, so that thing is not going to be fun to drive in the short runs, especially with how the air works in this game. I'm not sure if it might not be the worst thing.
We will not be going green this time. We'll go green next time. Bye.
Might not be the worst thing at tracks like this, but I know for sure like short tracks and lower banked tracks, ovals and whatnot, those are a pain in the rear. At least from my experience. Won't be going green this time, but we'll be going green next time. Jamison holds the lead. TalhaDevYT holds second. In that round of pit stops, AGG was able to reclaim his third place starting spot. Stephen Gibson down to fourth. Harry Crawford holding on to P5. William Viola there in sixth. Seventh place is going to be held by Daniel Silla.
Green this time. Pace speed is 55.
And then there in eighth place is going to be D-Dog Rodriguez. Ninth place running right now, Cameron Jamison, the 65 of Wesley Abston, running out our top 10. 96 still on pit road. Is the 5 out of the race? There's no way he's out. Okay, I was about to say. Oh, there he is. Okay, I seen he accidentally put in reverse. That would kill your engine if you're not careful. But regardless, going to go green this time. Lap 12 of 54. Again, these guys could probably stretch it to about 10 laps to go with this current fuel run. Roughly 10 laps to go.
Quiet zone.
But I think the tires are also going to play a factor. I just don't know how much of a factor they're going to play.
Control.
Green flag back in the air. Gina Benoni. A pretty solid start there over TalhaDevYT. And already an attempt for an overtake. We got Daniel Sill trying to get that spot back on William Viola. The two yellow cars in the top 10 have been battling quite a bit early into this race. He's going to clear for that spot. Harry Crawford trying to see what he can do with Stephen Gibson here. On these restarts, it's really crucial to hit your marks. I think we had someone spin in the back. Yeah, it was going to be the 75 of Hudson Davis. Single car spin, we stay green. There's some McElreath get a little loose there. He's been promoted to the top 10. Got around the 65 along with the 0 Jarrett Grava. Like I said, these restarts, prime opportunities to get some spots just real quick and then settle into the run as quick as you can, but you don't really want to ease up too much for those guys with this cold tire, that cold rubber, to just kind of use that and get around you. It's all about managing your competition for the most part. Got a pass for ninth here. That's going to be Cameron McElreath trying to get around the 38 of Cameron Jamison. Cam on cam, violent, or I wouldn't say violence, cam on cam battle right there. Yeah, I can tell that 51 car definitely trying to push their stuff a little earlier here. See where that fares with, see how that fares with them. Yeah, again, I'm kind of seeing the same trend. The top two kind of pull away a little bit. They're kind of thinking, all right, I need to get a little more track position. 18's kind of around that 86 now. I think he's also same game, just a little bit more laid back, I suppose, than the 86. Also, just not full push right now. Maybe the 24. I wouldn't say full push, but he's going. He's not saving anything right now, I don't think. And if he is, I don't know. I don't know how he's doing it. A little bit of that Aussie internet there from Harry Crawford. A little bit of extra jitters. No problemo for the time being. Single file mostly throughout the field. That is, here he is for, I believe that's 17th. Landon Lyle trying to get around Neil Gallagher. Trying to recover some spots. He's running a very clean line right now. There's Nicholas Justice. I believe he is currently in 15th. I think he just got around Carl Childress at 42.
Caution's out, feels frozen. Pace speed 55.
Caution is out. It's going to be for... I have no idea who it's for. Somebody wrecked. Oh.
Pits will be open this time.
Let me see if I can find it. Oh, the car that spun ended up towing, or something like that. Here it is, Hudson Davis in the 75. Had spun on the initial restart. Slides it in too much, goes around on him, has a really nasty hit in that wall there. Right in front of the leaders, actually a pretty bad spot. Wisely just goes ahead and, quick as he can, just gets off the track. As for that though, his day is done.
25 to the back of the field.
Battle off pit road, Gina Benoni is going to hold that lead spot, but third place, Landon Lyle, who had that spin earlier, doesn't have a back end.
Doing
a little bit of a gamble. I think he took 2 tires. Some kind of strategy call there, so I'm curious to see how that ends up. But first retirement of the race. It's going to be the 75 Hudson Davis after that nasty hit into the wall.
34 again to the black, again to the back.
So there's Joshua Brown there. He's getting the EOL.
We will be going green this time. Quiet zone.
All right, a little quickie yellow here. Curious to see how that 42 is going to fare. He's up here. He's got a little bit more clean air. I might help him a little bit. We'll see.
Control.
Green flag back in the air. Gina Benoni again with a pretty good jump. Not really seeing a lot different in the field. 51 looked like he was going to try to get around that 77 again. Did not prevail. In fact, I think the 76 might have had... Oh, they're good. See if Steven Gibson does anything here. He has a pretty big run on the 18. Yep, he's gonna be patient. Tate Dorsey finding himself just outside the top 10 after starting in the back. Pretty solid start to him so far. Landon Lyle looks like he might have had a mistake. He's going to lose a spot here to AGG and potentially Steven Gibson. Pace kind of turning up a little bit. I think we're going to be a little closer. I don't think you can make it to the end on gas, but it's going to be a lot closer to it than what we were with this most recent pit stop. '65, that is Wesley Abston down pit road. It looks like he might have gotten in an accident. Single car, we stayed green, but he was running top 10 there for a bit. It's going to be big needle in the thread for his race. Carl Childress not running very quick right now. He's running slow. He's going to probably take it down pit road. Steph Thomas also running a little slower, or a bit further back. Other than that, I don't see anything else going on right now. We do have some side-by-side going on with Daniel Silla and Daniel Rodriguez. As for 8th place. Here comes Colt Kalovich Currently running 10th. Wesley Abson coming out of pit road. Tate Dorsey going to make a move on the top. Going to be able to clear that 22. He's going to move himself into the top 10. Cameron Jamison also back here trying to put on a fight. See if he can put something in the shuffle here. Right behind that, William Gregory. Still side by side between the 22 and 38. This is for that 10th spot. Or, no, that's for that 11th spot. My apologies. Yeah, everyone in the top 10 mostly settled right now. Got Carl Childress. He just came out of pit road. Gonna hurt the 22 a little bit, but that's kind of how the cookie's gonna crumble there. Didn't really exactly do anything too crazy wrong. Held his line. Just I don't think Colton was expecting him to be a little slower there, and that's going to cost him that spot. Yeah, Gino still kind of doing the same thing he has been doing all race, just kind of pulling ahead. Doing something different. I like it. He's made it work time and time again. Currently no side-by-side action in the pack right now. That is A-okay. Just letting this run go through. It's Alexander Brown. He's getting around Cameron McElreath. This is for, I believe, the 18th spot. And we got, 22 versus 32. This is for 11th. Or 12th, rather. There's Nicholas Justice right behind that, ready to pounce. Again, not a lot going on up front in terms of position changes, but Gino Bononi has put on a 2-second lead over this entire, basically, field. The entire field, pretty much, and curious to see where that ends out at the end of this run. Viola looked like he had to run on the 42. That 42 is holding up pretty solid right now, all things considered. Not having a rear end. It's not affecting him as much as I thought it would. Bit of a move here from Viola. He's going to go ahead and try to make that, take that position here to turn 1. He's got it. Justice with a run on Kalovich. This is for 13th place. Kalovich got a little loose there. And he's going to clear. Jamison versus Dorsey for that 10th place spot. And it looks like D-Dog Rodriguez has gotten around that 42. Daniel Silla putting on the pressure. Man, he is really putting on the pressure. Dadgum. Thought he was going to turn him there. Maybe putting on the pressure like, hey, I ain't messing around. I want that spot. Yeah, it's going to actually, he's going to get held up a little bit here. That's going to open the door for the 96 and the 38. No changes up front. Side by side, 96 and 38. Here comes William Gregory. He's going to try to make a move on Jamison here. And he's got it. Here comes Nicholas Justice. Had a bit of a run there. And he might have a run on that 38 on this back straightaway. And he's going to try to take that position here into turn 3. And Lyle getting passed by the 51. I think that might be due in part to the 2-tire call from Lyle. Well, wait, I don't think they had a pit stop in between. Yeah, they haven't had a pit stop in between. My memory is just fried, bro. We'll figure it out. And still really no changes in the top 5 right now. Scylla just got around Lyle for 8th there a couple laps ago. Gregory has really been turning on the heat lately. I think kind of playing a little conservative that first run. My concern is he pushing a little too soon is the only thing I'm worried about. But, I mean, overall, he's gaining spots right now. And we'll see how that ends up in the long run here. But so far, so good. Putting himself inside the top 10, getting around that 96 car. And Cameron Jamison trying to get back around the 5 of Nicholas Justice. And he's going to do so here in turn 1. Oh, Lyle, I think he got a little slideways there. Or at least that was what it looked like. Still no changes up in the top, really the top 10. Nicholas Justice and Cameron Jamison really battling hard right now for this 12th spot. And Thomas Troxel lurking in the shadows. We were just talking about, well, we weren't really talking about him, but he did get involved in that first accident with Landon, or that accident with Landon Lyle. Really set him back quite a bit of track position. I'm not sure if he got much damage from that in terms of anything terminal or anything that would like affect his race. But currently going to try to make a move on the 5. 5 puts on a really big block there.
But I don't know who's doing it, so afterwards, if it keeps going out, giving penalties for it.
Someone whispering? I hope it's not me. I don't think it is, because my whisper is set up as a different key. I don't believe I have anything set for that. Just to make sure, though, I am going to pause real quick and just make sure I don't have any like whispers set with the shift key, because I'm using that quite a bit right now. Just double check, open up my whisper lists. Yeah, no, it's not me. Alright, we're good. There's Jared Grava here, battling with a couple lap cars. I believe that 65 and the 88 are for position. Yeah, they're for position. That is Wesley Abston and Carl Childress. Really just for last. So I think Kalovich had a bit of a pop-up. Lost quite a few spots. He's down to 17th now with someone who is whispering in the game chat. So with TeamSpeak, when you whisper in the game chat and you don't have your settings set up to where it doesn't do pop-ups, it'll basically do a pop-up. And essentially, once that happens, you tab out of the game. And when you're in an online race, you just got to tab in as quick as possible. Otherwise, you're cooked. Yeah, this battle for last right now, I'm not even joking. This is literally the battle for last. This is 24th place. The only other car, really, there would be the car that's out of the race is the 75, but the 65 and the 88 really going at it for last right now. Back up front, we have had some position changes. Talha Aziz has fallen to 4th place. And we got some pit stops going on as well. AGG is been passed by Steven Gibson. Steven Gibson setting his sights on Gino Bononi. Tate Dorsey is already pit. Here comes Cameron Jamison down pit road. So a few guys taking the undercut. And Tate currently, well, first car lap down. It looks like Kieran McElreath has called it a night in the 25 machine. I think he had a spin or something. Not really going to go bother and look. Jarrett Grava and Alexander Brown. This is for position, 13th place. Kind of mired up in another spot right behind them. Those guys are battling for last while being 2 laps down. Thomas Troxel has gotten around Nicholas Justice. I'm kind of shocked that bro was putting on like some death blocks for well, I guess it's 10th now, but like at the time it was like 14th place. He was putting on some crazy blocks then. Here comes William Gregory, going to try to see if he can get around that 42, Landon Lyle. Daniel Silla just ahead. This is what is going to end up being for 9th place. Troxel, he's got to run. Part of me is wondering if he's going to send it 3. Nope. He's just going to give a bit of a draft to the 32, and once he clears, he's going to try to go for it here in turn 1. Nicholas Justice right there behind, ready to pounce. Lyle with a run on the top. He's going to go... I don't know what he's doing. He has to keep them side by side. Oh, Scubs missed his box on pit road. That's going to cost him quite a bit of time. Thomas Troxel still hasn't cleared William Gregory yet. This is going to be, I think, really for 8th place? No, this is going to be for 9th place. Landon Lyle trying to get that spot back from the 32. He is not going to be successful. Nicholas Justice kind of right there behind these guys lurking, running in 12th. All the while, there's kind of not really, there's a lot of different guys pitting at a lot of different times. And I think this is a really big pit window. And I think it's really going to lead for a lot of interesting late race, not really strategy, but late race position changes if it all filters out. Tate Dorsey trying to make the most of his fresh tires, sending it 3 wide. Dadgum, he is not here to play. That is wild. All right. I mean, I can't blame him, but dang, that is a gamble. Sending it 3 wide between Jarrett Grava and Alexander Brown. If it were me, I would have waited, but I mean, hey, waiting doesn't get you race wins, so he made it work. Tate Dorsey trying to make some spots up through these pit stops. Pretty solidly large undercut. I'm very curious to see how he's going to filter out here, but so far running pretty clean. It looks like Thomas Troxel has gotten around Daniel Silla for that 8th spot. William Gregory setting his sights on him now as Landon Lyle starts to fade back a little bit. Up the road here, Joshua Brown, he just went to pit road. He is back on the racetrack. Steph Thomas, I think he's a lap down. Gonna start seeing some guys go lap down on pace. Scubs has fallen to last place, not last place running. Harry Crawford trying to catch up to Talha. He's going to be for 6th place. I think Talha may have cooked this stuff up too much. Daniel Rodriguez there in 5th. 4th place, William Viola. And not much has changed between the top 2. They are slowly catching the 24. Not very quickly, though. I'm thinking they're probably going to... They might be good to the end on gas. Is my thinking. Because there's no way they're going to pit with... Because we're under 10 to go. There's no way they're going to pit with just a few laps to go. So I'm thinking these guys are probably good on gas. Other guys at pit were just probably had worse off tires, so they're trying to pick off some other spots. So, fair enough. So, top 10 battle is going to be very interesting. Harry Crawford going to try the top lane on Talha Aziz here into turn 1. Talha's going to slide up a little bit. Harry, maybe with the undercut. The crossover on the exit of 2, side by side. He's on the quarter panel. Aggressive into 3. Making sure to use up as much racetrack as he can. Try not to get into the 14, obviously. 34 car lap down. Pitted for some tires just to make it to the end. And Harry Crawford up to 7th. Very slow gain for these guys. Getting close to the end of it. This time by point of return for Gino Bononi. This has been a relatively quick race, and it's going to be that way because we're going to hit the point of no return. Gino Bononi leading the most laps, and I've said it time and time again, he is a madman when it comes to tires. He'll push ahead, get that track position, cool off the tires, I think. I think that's the way he does it. And kind of just manage the pace from there. And he has done a really good job at that so far. Stephen Gibson, he is catching, but I don't think there's going to be enough time unless Gino makes a mistake. Talha really dropping a lot of positions right now. Or, well, really just the lap cars, but he's losing a lot of time right now. Thomas Troxel may end up catching him before this thing's said and done. They're catching. There's just not going to be enough time. 2 to go next time by here at Kansas. It's been the Gino show. Any wrecks from here is not going to be a caution. Next time by, we see the white flag. 1 lap to go. Not quite yet. We still got this lap here, and then we hit the white flag. Coming off turn 4. And he is going to see the white flag here at Kansas Motor Speedway. Gino Bononi has played the game. I guess that's kind of straightforward. He has managed what he needs to put himself in this position. Put on that big gap. Got that track position. Stayed on top of it. We got a battle for second. This is between the 18 and the 86. We might have something here coming to the line. But Gino Bononi is going to win it here at Kansas. And second's going to come to the 86. Put on a very interesting block there off of 4. That was a bit of a gamble. And he wrecks him. I guess. I don't know. Gino might have just checked up. I don't know. Daggone. How's everyone mad at Gino? Did he do something? Do these guys know something I don't? I guess is this one of them Chick Hicks wins? Like, let's get some fellow Italian love right there. Daggone. Alright. Well, he's beaten and battered up. Got a few too many love taps. Well, I don't know if I'd say it's all love, but he got some taps. He's going to bring it down to the front straightaway here at Kansas Motor Speedway. I don't know if he can even burn it down. He's got a flat tire. He's going to make it work. Looks a little wank, but I mean it works. Yeah, I think he got stuck in the grass. Oh, he popped all his tires. Oh, he's stuck in the grass. Yeah, that's gonna do that. All right. Well, let me go ahead and set up my camera, and then I don't know if we're gonna have any interviews, but I'll get the poster set up at least. I generally thought AGG was gonna have something for Gibson there. I think Gibson was he just wanted a little bit more. I guess that's the way I could put it. Good photo here. Oh, let's try something different. Let's do this. I usually don't do these kind of photos. All right. And here. All right. There we go. Oh, I gotta fix all the names are running off my page. Oh well. It is what it is. All right, do I have anyone in the waiting room? I do. I have our race winner, Gino Beneni.
Buddy was moved to your channel.
Hey, Gino, got a copy?
I do.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I think pretty much safe to say, you pretty much dominated that race. Led, I'm pretty sure, the most laps. Started pole, did everything he needed to. Got that big gap there toward that last run, and then that was pretty much all she wrote. What was your thoughts on that race?
Pretty sure I led all the laps. Got pole early. Got myself out front. Didn't make any mistakes. Ran my line. Just took it pretty easy, trying to save the right front. Built a big lead. I think I burned the right front a little bit more than everyone else because they were starting to catch me towards the end, but luckily they ran out of laps.
All right, and I believe with that fastest lap, and I don't know how points matter here, but I mean, you can say you got the hat trick. That's what it's called, isn't it? When you like get most laps led, win the race, fastest lap, all that, and pole.
Yeah. I didn't know I had fastest lap because I didn't feel like I was pushing that hard.
Yeah, no, I was just curious. Like, okay, you got the pole, you led every lap, not even most laps, just every lap. That is, I mean, you just straight up belt to butt, man. You just straight up crease everyone's J's.
Yeah. I don't know. The car was pretty tight. I knew I was trying to get it on the right rear a little more just because it was that tight, but wasn't easy to do, and I felt like I didn't do a great job at that compared to maybe Alex or Steven behind me. So I know they were just running me down towards the end, but I had built a big enough gap that I was able to just keep my lead, and they ran out of time.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, it's the results speak for itself. I don't really have anything else really to ask. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Not really. It was just a pretty uneventful race for me, to be honest. I think my only scare was the 75 when he spun out, getting flashbacks to Phoenix, seeing a gray car in the middle of the track in front of me. So
yeah, Phoenix has not been good to you.
One day I'll get the race there.
Oh well. But I mean, I'm not gonna be here next week, and then it's also Talladega, so yeah, it's kind of like a coin toss on how that's gonna go. But I do know I am here for IFAR, and I think you said you weren't probably gonna be here for Coronado, which
no, I'm not gonna be able to make that.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I feel bad, but like,
I know Alex is putting into a lot of work into that, but I wasn't looking forward to that race to begin with, but I know he's trying to do something cool with it, and I'm sure it'll be fun for some people. So, just not my cup of tea.
Right. Yeah, no, a lot of respect to him.
If I could make it, I still would go, but I can't make it.
Yeah, a lot of respect to AGG. He does, I believe he does every track and makes sure it's all exactly what it needs to be for every race on the schedule, and not every league does that. It takes a lot of time and effort.
Yeah. He does forget the choose cone a lot, but you know.
Yeah, dude. When you lose, details. Yeah, you just use the start-finish line. You know, just do a little bit of redneck engineering, I guess. But yeah. Other than that, congrats on the win. I don't know if you're gonna be here next week at Talladega. I know it's a toss-up. I know I'm not gonna be here, but if you're gonna be there, good luck at Talladega, because I know that track takes a lot of luck. Or, well, say a lot.
Pretty much all of its luck.
Yeah. But regardless, man, congrats on the win, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, and thank you for broadcasting.
All right. Welcome.
Buddy left your channel.
All right. I think that is going to be the only guy wanting an interview, which I can't blame him, because he's the only one that probably had a good race. That was... I'm not gonna lie, it was a little boring, but hey, that's okay. It's okay to have those races that aren't, you got someone passing for position every single lap. This is more of a manage your stuff, manage the race, put yourself where you need to be, and a lot of guys did really well. It's just Gino was just right on top of what he needed to do, put on a really good play there to put himself in position to win the race, and ultimately was successful in that. So, not really much to say. I mean, he just straight up kicked everyone's rears, got the hat trick. I mean, he led. I think he literally led every lap. He just had that pace. He just dominated. Absolute masterclass from Gino Benoni. But enough glaze. Enough glaze. We're not gonna do any more glazing. Tomorrow night here on Cheese Food Media, we're gonna be going to Coronado. It's going to be on in IFAR. It's going to be at 8:30 Central Standard Time. Yes, I know everyone watching this is probably in the Eastern Time Zone, so don't worry. I will tell you what that time is for you Easterners. It is going to be 9:30 when it starts for you guys. So for all you future beings, that is when it will be starting for you folks. But yeah, so that'll be an interesting race. Got their IFAR's got their patriotic event again. I mean, me and Gino were just talking about it. AGG put quite a bit of work into that track to make sure everything is good and ready to go. I'll respect him for doing all that work and putting in the time. But and again, I said I won't be here next week. I won't be here next week for Talladega. So if anyone's watching this and is like, man, what if I broadcast a NARL race at Talladega? Well, there's your opportunity, because I'm not gonna be there. Other than that, let's see what else we got. So tomorrow is yeah, we got Coronado, and then Monday. There's nothing going on Monday. Tuesday, we got BPNR at Indianapolis. It'll be on Victor's channel, Melon Cup Racing Productions. And then the day after that, they got the trucks. I have no idea where the trucks are going. I should figure that out, because I'm going to try to race that truck race. I need to make my truck, so I might do a stream on my main channel like tomorrow before IFAR, just making paint schemes or something. I do need to fix that IFAR graphic I have. It's actually really scuff. Like, I thought I was like, oh yeah, this looks great. It is the best in the business. And then I put it on the broadcast like, man, this is trash. But it is what it is. I'll put some more work into it. I've been putting together like standings boards for a while, and I've been consistently trash at one specific thing, so I always mess up something, I guess. And I don't even feel bad for it. Like, man, I got zero pressure, bro. If someone is gonna be like killing my DMs, like, you messed up the points graphic, son, there's this little green thing outside. It's called grass. You should consider touching it. So there's my excuse for that. I did spell Jarrett's name wrong initially. I did fix it. So if you go back and watch the beginning, I did show the point standings. I did fix Jarrett's name, so he isn't named Kalyadonovich. Oh, we actually do got some more people waiting in the waiting room. I did not realize. All right. So we're going to bring in Scylla.
User was moved to your
Scylla, you got a
channel.
copy?
Huh?
You got a copy?
Hi. Yeah, I got a copy. Hi.
Top 10.
Yay!
How many NARL top 10s
ten?
you got? Do you know?
Probably like 1 or 2, or maybe 3. I need to check the bill off the board. That's kind of run here. But yeah, I had a surprisingly decent race here. I feel like my tires went red at 3 to go. I was praying to Allah, bro. I was praying to Allah about keeping them. But I didn't wreck anybody. My tires didn't blow. I'm started shocks for moving him up a little bit there. And yeah, it's a pretty good race.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm impressed. Like, genuinely, you were really, really good today. You were out there running your race, running a really good pace. Didn't have any mess ups. Just had a really just good race going for you. I think the only thing you probably could have did better is maybe manage the tires a little bit more where they weren't, screaming to the heavens. But hey, I mean, you did really good today.
Thank you, Zach. That means a lot more. That means a lot, actually.
Yeah. I don't have any other questions regarding this race, but I know tomorrow IFR is going to the famed Coronado Street Course. Will you be there?
I still need to check with my manager about that.
Okay, fine. I guess you can be square then. That works too.
Oh no, I might be there. I might
All right. You know,
practice. I might start park.
hey, whatever you're comfortable with. Whatever you're
Yeah.
comfortable with. But yeah, man. As for NARL, we got Talladega next week. I know those are, that's when you go to the casino, put out your lotto tickets. What are your I wouldn't say confidence level, but what's the game plan heading into Talladega if you have one and at all?
Put on a blindfold and hope that I ran well at IFAR Daytona somehow, so I'm just gonna stay on the bottom, hope the outside lane doesn't work like it usually has in our leagues, and just get to the front, just stay there.
Dang, that's boring. Okay. Hey, if that's your strategy to finish well, I can't blame you, but dang, that's boring.
Yep.
All right. Well, I didn't have any other questions for you. Do you have anything else you wanted to say?
Thank you, Jared.
All right. Shout out to Jarrett.
Anyway, and Jonathan Solos, and Will Greg.
Yep.
Thank you all.
Will Greg, Jonathan Solis, and Jarrett Grava. Shout out to those guys. Well, man, congrats on the top 10, and who knows, maybe we'll see that momentum pull a bit forward next week. I won't be here for it, so you'll have to do it without me.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to close, so I'm not gonna make it. All right, but yeah, congrats on the top 10, then.
Thank you, Zach. Appreciate it. Good night.
All right, good night.
User disconnected from your channel.
All right, and then next up we got our 12th place finisher, Jarrett Grava.
User was moved to your channel.
Carrot Gravy, do you have a copy?
Yes, I do.
Well, it looked like you ran a really solid race. Never really gotten any issues. Just kind of running around that 10th, 13th place spot the whole race. Came home P12. Nothing too crazy from what I saw. What was your thoughts on that race?
I didn't really have many major scares. I had, I'd say 2 with the 65. One was him spinning. I don't know if I would assume the broadcast caught that, but
I didn't. I remember seeing him on pit road. I was like, man, he probably wrecked.
Oh yeah, he spun right below me and almost clipped me. That was scary. And then later in the race, as the battle of 24th was going on right behind me, as I'm trying to tire save,
I remember that. Carl and Wesley were going at it, man. They were battling so hard for last. Afton ended up winning that battle, by the way.
Yeah. But yeah, I probably could have saved a bit more tires if I had let them pass me, but I was I was battling Alex Brown there as well, so it was kind of it was a horse apiece, really. But yeah, ended up 12th after tire saving, and I didn't think I'd be able to make the tires go the whole way, especially with this track's track record. But I was able to somehow, and I was going so slow through the tops of 1 and 2, trying to make it. I did not. Tires never went to red, though.
Hey, that's good. Yeah, you really just ran a clean race, nothing too crazy. Really, sometimes that tire management can really get you places.
Mm-hmm. Especially because if I pitted with say Cam Jam, I would have ended up probably 16th. So,
right.
Very good result. Good best result on the season so far. So I'll definitely take that to Talladega.
All right. And speaking of Talladega, do you have any game plans, any strategies for that race you have in mind?
Well, it's a NARL event, so stay in the back, try to work my way up to the end, and then get wrecked on the last lap. But that's the primary strategy for me and Dega, or money shift like I did last season. Fun.
Yeah. I was using automatic shifting one time and somehow managed to money shift. I didn't even know you could do that. But
that's an accomplishment.
Yeah. It was so weird. But yeah, good luck at Talladega. I I didn't really have anything else for you. Do you have any last comments?
Dan Silla's better than you think he is?
I wasn't saying he was trash. I mean, I've been seeing him making
I'm
some
talking
improvements.
to the audience. I'm talking to the audience. Dan Silla's better than you think he is.
Better than what you think? Yeah, that's true. He's still going to be muted in DSRA though. There's no getting around that.
True.
He's going to be muted for. It's been like, I think it's been literally been like almost 4 years now. I'm not joking when I say that. Like I genuinely think it's been almost 4 years. Who ended up winning the Bud race? Curious. I wish they just put an announcement like, congrats to so-and-so on winning the race. But, I guess they didn't do that. I'll figure it out later. It's not really important. But, yeah. I mean, congrats on the good run. Congrats on not having anything happen to you, and, well, good luck at Talladega.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Chance to win.
Right.
Not really, but chance to win. So.
Yeah, I won't be there, so you'll have to do it without me.
Yeah, true.
All right.
Yeah, awesome. It won't be broadcasted, so the lights won't be too bright.
The lights won't be too bright. The freaking the NARL playoffs. Imagine how bad it's gotta get for there to be a NARL playoffs. Like that would be like some dystopian levels of bad. Like that's like recession.
That's
straight
like
up
F1 added playoffs.
World War III. Boom, NARL playoffs. Like, oh my gosh. I would die.
Yeah.
I would be so depressed if they added a NARL playoffs.
Yeah. Well, regardless, the lights won't be too bright at Dega because one, you're not broadcasting it. Well, at least you aren't. I don't know if someone else is, but you won't be broadcasting it. And number two, there's no lights at Talladega, so they can't be too bright if there's no lights.
That's true. That's true. And if they did try a light in Talladega, the entire power grid would explode or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not a politician, so I don't know how that works.
I'm gonna be the first drive in NR to win due to darkness.
Real? Yeah. If anyone,
that's how I would win, bro.
If anyone watching this, they want to broadcast or whatever, doors open next week.
Day to night Talladega.
Day to night Talladega. No lights. You just gotta race on pure instinct.
Just goes pitch black.
You're like, yep. I hope I don't wreck. And then if you do wreck, you'll never know if you did or not. You'll barely like the only way you'll know if the car's still running is if with the engine sound, and even then you don't know if it's gonna be moving. You could be flipped upside down for all you know.
Bro, where's the turn?
The turn. Probably just into wall riding or something.
Yeah.
You'd be really slow though.
Wall riding at Talladega.
You'd be moving.
True.
Hell melon at Talladega. They got rid of them restrictor plates. It would not help you still, but you get a little further.
A bit.
Yeah. Well, I think that's probably gonna do it for us.
Yep, on cheese food.
Yep. I just went through like the whole shebang. Yeah. So I don't think there's anything going on Thursday. I think Sister S is off, and then I might race Logan Doyle's league. We'll see. But yeah, other than that, I want to thank everybody for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. If you didn't enjoy, like and subscribe anyway, because you did enjoy, you know it. And other than that, I want to thank Cameron Jamison for hosting. I want to thank everyone else involved for doing with putting their time in, make this league what it is. And yeah, see y'all tomorrow at IFAR Coronado.